Welcome back to my channel where we push the boundaries of Minecraft. If you love insane builds and mind-boggling efficiency, you're in the right place. Today I have a special treat for you, a basalt farm that's not just efficient, it's revolutionary. Producing a staggering 86,400 blocks per hour, this farm's a game changer. And the best part is, it's incredibly easy to build and doesn't use a single block of obsidian to protect the blue ice, thanks to precise TNT explosions. We're utilizing the fast-flowing lava of the Nether, tripling our rates compared to the overworld. And guess what? It's super cheap to build, requiring no slime or rare materials. So let's dive in and see how this incredible machine works. In Minecraft, basalt is not just practical and versatile, it is a block that epitomizes the game's intricate mechanics. With our efficient farm design, collecting basalt in large quantities becomes a streamlined process, despite the natural complexities involved in its formation. For instance, when you consider the setup required for basalt formation, the soul sand must be positioned at the base, with both lava and blue ice converging at specific points. This arrangement effectively limits the directions from which pistons can be used to move the basalt. Moreover, the placement of soul sand at the bottom of basalt formation presents a significant challenge for collection. You cannot place hoppers directly underneath to gather the basalt. Devising an efficient collection system becomes a complex task. This is further complicated by the fact that we're in the Nether, where water, a common collection aid in the overworld, cannot be used. Without water to help funnel the drops, we have to rely on alternative, more inventive methods to ensure collection. While many designers tackle the challenge of basalt collection by employing the pistons to push the basalt blocks over hoppers, I've taken a different approach in my design. My solution involves embedding hopper minecarts directly into the soul soil. This method might sound complex at first, but it's surprisingly straightforward to implement, even in survival. By using hopper minecarts in this way, I can collect basalt right where it generates, which eliminates the need for pistons to move the blocks. This approach not only simplifies the overall design, but also enhances the efficiency of the farm. The basalt is collected seamlessly and immediately, ensuring that every block produced is gathered without risk of loss to lava. This method represents a different approach to basalt farm design, offering a simpler yet highly effective alternative to the more commonly used piston-based systems. Let's take a deeper look at the challenges of managing fast nether lava in our basalt farm. Lava moves every 10 game ticks, which sets a fast pace of basalt generation that demands rapid TNT detonation for optimal efficiency. This pace comes out to about 2 TNT per second. And managing such a high rate of TNT brings its own set of challenges when designing a basalt farm. For instance, the explosive force of TNT can inadvertently give velocity to the next TNT in the queue. This necessitates a higher placement of the duper to prevent a destructive feedback chain. Such a chain could escalate, causing the TNT to explode progressively higher until it eventually reaches and destroys the Tnt Duper, which is an explosive end for any farm. In the Nether, traditional methods for timing TNT, often reliant on water streams, are off the table. Additionally, my self-imposed restriction to avoid rare or uncommon materials, like honey blocks or powdered snow, makes timing the TNT even more restricted. This led me to use lava for timing, a choice that presents unique hurdles. Lava can spread fire to TNT, which risks premature detonations that could explode the farm. Moreover, lava's slower flow compared to water makes precise timing more challenging, demanding precision and innovation to achieve the precise explosion height needed to avoid protecting the blue ice with obsidian. The absence of water also restricts a designer in creating blast-resistant sections of the farm. Without water's natural ability to absorb and mitigate explosion impact, designing a farm that can withstand frequent TNT blast requires a deeper understanding of blast dynamics and careful placement. Balancing all these factors, the TNT's placement and timing, the use of lava, and the construction of blast-resistant structures is a testament to ingenuity. It showcases not just a farm that takes full advantage of the game's mechanics, but also a creative approach to problem-solving in the Nether's unique environment. Initially, I considered using a silly string clock, similar to what I had in my cobblestone farm. However, support requests from viewers revealed that this type of clock had compatibility issues on some servers. In response to this, I developed a new clock design that not only fits this 10 game tick requirement, but is also more compact and server friendly. In the heart of this Basalt Farm's design is a well-revised clock, essential for achieving the precise timing that drives many aspects of the farm. The clock I've implemented is a 20 game tick clock, but by observing the note block state, which changes every 10 game ticks, we can time the TNT every 10 ticks. This timing achieves perfect synchronization with the basalt generation. It's tick-perfect timing. This level of precision is crucial for the farm's efficiency and allows TNT to explode without damaging parts of the farm that basalt would otherwise shield. While designing the collection system for this farm, I wanted to make sure a practical Shulkerbox loading solution was available for users. Given the unique layout, tiling, and size requirements of the storage, traditional Shulkerbox loaders were not suitable. In collaboration with a user named Pando, we crafted a Shulkerbox loader design that maintains the farm's commitment to simplicity and cost-effectiveness. This loader operates at 3 times the speed of a regular hopper, offering an easier and more economical build compared to using standard 1x loaders. Although it requires 4 sticky pistons, players who are in the stage of managing multiple Shulkerboxes likely have the needed slime. This loader is a fitting addition to the farm, ensuring that users can handle their basalt collection both efficiently and conveniently. And don't worry if this layout looks intimidating, I'll show you exactly how to build this towards the end of the tutorial. For those who don't have Shulkerboxes yet, you can still efficiently store your basalt using hoppers and chests, making this farm accessible regardless of where you are in your Minecraft journey. Often my original designs are taken by others who then create their own videos around them. Despite my efforts in making thorough and easy to follow tutorials, as with this video. If you're enjoying this content, subscribing and engaging with the video would mean a lot to me. It supports me in maintaining recognition for my designs, and encourages me to keep sharing my farms freely on YouTube. Now let's start building our basalt farm. You'll need stairs, walls, and stone blocks, which can be any stone type. Scaffolding is shown for easier instruction and is not needed for the redstone. You'll see that there are 12 hopper minecarts here, but because they don't stack, consider crafting them on site from iron and chests to save on inventory slots. We'll also be using dirt blocks as temporary placeholder blocks throughout the tutorial. Lastly, the 12 chests here are optional if you are planning on building the Shulkerbox loader for collection, and the materials for that collection will be displayed next. And if you decide to build the Shulkerbox loading system, here are the additional materials you will need. And you can bring as many Shulkerboxes as you would like to fill. It's critical when following this tutorial to ensure that the heights, distances, and layouts are precisely followed. Small mistakes in construction can often lead to the farm malfunctioning, which usually expresses itself by exploding various parts of the farm. In this tutorial, I will build the farm on the nether roof, however it will function the same regardless of where it's built in the nether. If you're in a warped forest or expect endermen, you may want to cover the TNT and not use blocks they can pick up while building this farm. Start by placing a single block on the ground. Directly on top of this block, stack 20 scaffolding. You'll notice that after placing all 20, you'll have 6 scaffolding blocks left. Once you climb to the top of your scaffolding tower, extend outwards with the remaining 6 scaffolding blocks in any direction you choose. Extend the overhang by 1 block. Attach a sign and wall facing outwards. And add 2 temporary blocks above them. Surround these with blocks to contain lava, which is placed above the wall. If correct, there should be no lava spillage. Place redstone dust on the block closest to the scaffolding. Adjacent to this dust, set a block with a redstone torch on its side and a note block on top. Holding shift, place a block above the dust and position a repeater at maximum delay facing this block. Finally, install a repeater and lever next to it to form a latch, which will finalize our clock. Jump down next to the lava and construct a 3-high channel using 9 blocks as demonstrated. Extend the channel by 1 block on each side and add a wall between these extensions. On the side opposite of the lever, extend out by 1 block, then place an observer looking at the note block, powering a solid block. Place a piston on the solid block, then observer facing towards the lever. Then place TNT above the wall and leave a 1 block gap to place another piston. Place 2 blocks in dust, then blocks above the observer TNT and piston. In this gap, place an upside down stair and finish running redstone to the piston. Finally, place a block next to the stair as shown. Descend to bedrock, then pillar up using 5 dirt blocks. Bridge under the Tnt Duper using 4 additional dirt blocks. Begin constructing a 5x5 ring, alternating between soul soil and solid blocks, ensuring that the middle 3 blocks on each side are soul soil. Fill in the center with solid blocks. Then position blue ice adjacent to the soul soil on each side, as shown. Jump down to bedrock level and position hoppers directly under the soul soil. Next, create some footholds to simplify the process of placing the hopper minecarts. As a reminder, this is how we'll embed the hopper minecarts, by laying rails pointing towards a block, then placing hopper minecarts so it rolls into that block. We'll repeat this process 12 times. At the foothold, lay down 3 blocks alongside the hoppers. Then place rails and 3 temporary blocks adjacent to them to angle the rails towards the blocks. This is done to create the slanted rails needed to embed the hopper minecarts into the soul soil. You can truly approach this in a variety of ways, which I will show for each of the 4 sides. What matters is keeping the space above the soul soil clear, and crafting a slanted rail directed towards the soul soil, then placing your hopper minecart. Once you're done, take a moment to double check that each of the 4 corners of the platform has a solid block in place. Lava acts differently without them, and missing this could lead to disaster. If you found this video so far to be clear, informative, or helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe or engage with the video. Your support is vital for me to stay recognized as the original designer of this farm. My designs frequently get reused, sometimes without my permission, and those videos often end up more popular than my original work. For non-Shulkerbox collection, place chests on each hopper. Finally, place the lava to create the basalt. I hope you found this tutorial both enjoyable and informative. If you're interested in exploring more unique farm designs, don't forget to subscribe, because I've got a backlog of farms just waiting to be featured in future videos. And for those of you eager to learn about building these Shulkerbox loaders, stay with me. That's coming up next. Under the middle hopper on each side, place a temporary block. Then position hoppers so they face into these temporary blocks. Below each temporary block, install an observer facing down towards the bedrock. Next to each observer, place a sticky piston facing inwards and a solid block behind it. Place 2 temporary blocks and an outward-facing dropper on each side. Then, jump up onto the sticky piston and place an upward-facing dispenser above each observer. Above each dropper, place a piston facing the dispenser. Position barrels on each side as demonstrated. Next, lay down redstone dust and right-click the dust once to transform it into a dot. Now place hoppers facing into each barrel, followed by 2 upside-down stairs. Additionally, position hoppers so one faces into each dropper. The hoppers and barrels facing into the droppers will be the storage system for empty shulker boxes to restock each loader. Place a comparator and block above each dot, followed by a lever turned on and redstone dust connecting to the comparator. Repeat this step for each side. To prime the shulker boxes, just toggle the sticky piston on and off. If you found this video helpful or enjoyable, please consider interacting with it. Lastly, remember to keep this farm loaded while it's in operation, as unloading it can lead to the farm exploding. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. This adjustment is designed for players encountering problems with a Tnt Duper using a faster redstone mod. If you found this video helpful, I encourage you to consider subscribing, as I have many more designs waiting to be featured in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.